can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Hi everybody, welcome back to Tunes 91. Today we're going to talk about a 2018 release by my favorite house, Tom Ford, called Ombré Leather. Get out your six-shooter gun and your double-barrel shotgun. We're talking about a cowboy cologne right here. No, but seriously though, I love this stuff, and it reminds me of a rugged-ass cowboy. Tom Ford Ombré Leather comes in two sizes available, a 1.7 ounce and a 3.4 ounce. 50 mil, 100 mil, runs you anywhere between $80 and $175 American to purchase this little gem right here. Now, as you can see, Tom Ford has switched up their style for the bottle design itself. Here we have a cylindrical bottle with a matte finish. On the top of the cap we have TF, and on the front we just have the name of the fragrance and Tom Ford. It's very simple, and on the bottom we would have the sticker and the size of the bottle. Super simple. I don't have the box for this one, but the box is pretty simple as well. Tom Ford tends to keep it very sleek and clean cut when it comes to his fragrance styles. Pretty much the same way he is with his whole fashion in general. Modern, sleek, contemporary. But yeah, so the bottle, the presentation is pretty nice. The nozzle shoots out a decent bit when you spray it. And that is the presentation for Tom Ford Ombré Leather. Now, Ombré Leather is one of my new favorites by far. When I smelled this at Sephora a few months back, I was completely smitten by it. It reminds me very much of Tom Ford's earlier release Tuscan Leather that's a part of the Private Blend collection. And of course, this is a, I don't know if it's a revamped version, but it's basically a repackaged version of Ombré Leather 16, which was a part of the Private Blend collection prior to this release. Now, to my understanding, there is no difference in the way that the fragrance smells, but obviously the aesthetic of the fragrance is different. We have this new bottle opposed to the Private Blend bottle that it was released in prior. And the price point is completely different as well, with this being $80 to $180 rather than the Private Blend, which is usually 50 mil is usually about $210 American. But that being said, the fragrance is not by any means a cheap fragrance. The $80 for 50 mil is still kind of a little bit pricey. We're talking Chanel prices. But then again, you know, you're getting something that's more along the lines of a niche quality. This fragrance is not like any other designer that's out currently. Arguably, you could talk about a few fragrances that are similar in the way of it being niche quality, but as far as leather fragrances go, this does smell very similar to Tuscan Leather, so you're getting something that's of that quality for a much cheaper price. The notes in this fragrance are cardamom, jasmine sambac, leather. We have some amber, some patchouli, and moss. It's a very simple lineup of notes, and basically what I get from it off the initial spray is this kind of polarizing burnt rubber asphalt combination with a really nice fine leather in the background. The cardamom kind of adds a little bit of a spicy oomph to it, but really it smells like a watered down, more refined, fine leather version of Tuscan Leather. Now, while I don't necessarily get raspberry like you do in Tuscan Leather, there's definitely a really nice jammy fruit note in there that's kind of, you know, dancing with the fine leather. It's not necessarily a rugged leather, it's a fine leather, but the other notes in it kind of lend itself to that asphalt, hot type fragrance, making it very, very interesting, very unique in the opening. But as the fragrance dries down, I would say after about an hour on my skin, it just becomes very simple. It just becomes an ambery leather with that fruit note. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's very upper class. I personally would wear it a little bit more dressed up, but at the same time, I love this. I absolutely adore this fragrance, so I wear it anytime. But it is perfect for a more refined special event where you're going to be dressed up in maybe a suit or even a tuxedo, because it does have that element to it that makes it seem like it's a little bit more higher class. I would say anybody from the age of 20 and up that's trying to pick a fragrance that's not the only one in their wardrobe, maybe just the one for special occasions, you know, an anniversary with your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, a wedding that you have to go to, etc. This is perfect for that. And then maybe if you're an older gentleman, this could definitely be a signature scent, in my opinion. The life of this fragrance I would say personally on my skin, it lasts around 8 hours. But if you spray it on your clothes, your t-shirt, your sweater, whatever, it's going to be there forever until you wash your clothes. So I tend to do a spray on each wrist, one on the neck, and then 2 on my shirt that I'm wearing. And it's going to seem very overbearing at first because those notes are very in your face. But as it kind of tones down, it seems like the right amount to me. All in all, this is one of my favorite releases of 2018, if not my favorite release of 2018. And I personally think that is well worth the dough because you're getting something that's so much more different than most designers that are released, especially nowadays, that kind of pump things out without too much thought, it seems like. So we are getting something that is a little bit more unique, but it also treads along the same waters as Tuscan Leather and its original release. So you may have smelt this before if you're a connoisseur of sorts and you've already dabbled in Tuscan Leather. But I would say give this one a try, especially if maybe Tuscan Leather seemed like it was too much for you, because I feel like this is a toned back version of Tuscan Leather. And also, this stuff gets mad compliments. I'm sorry, men and women alike love this stuff. I'll tell you, when I was at Sephora, I had the girl that was working behind the counter make me a little sample of this just so I could wear it before I bought it. And I apologized for asking for her to make me samples. And she's like, if I'm making you a sample of Ombré Leather, any excuse to wear this stuff and have other people wear it is fine by me. So it's interesting to see that people around my age in the upper 20s really love this stuff. So if you're looking for something a little bit more unique that's going to make you stand out, I would definitely give this one a try. I give it a solid 9 out of 10 between the price point, the quality of the fragrance, the ability to stand out and smell unique, and just the overall warm feeling that it gives me. So 9 out of 10 for me, and definitely check it out. Tom Ford is still to date my favorite designer house. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I will talk to you all later.